In the heart of the lush green plains of a village at the foot of the hills, there lived a young girl named Ebube. With her radiant smile and deep soulful eyes, she was the pride of her father, Obioma, a respected storyteller and healer in their village. Obioma often said that Ebube is his legacy, the living embodiment of all he cherished about life and culture. Ebube and Obioma shared a connection that went beyond the ordinary bond between a father and daughter. Every evening after the day's chores were done, they would sit by the crackling fire as Obioma wove tales of ancestral courage, the spirits of the land, and the mysteries of the stars. Ebube hung on to every word, soaking in his wisdom and dreaming of the day she would make him as proud of her as she was of him. One morning, the village awoke to dark clouds lingering in the sky, as though the heavens carried a secret they were reluctant to reveal. Obioma, ever full of life, assured Ebube that everything would be fine. But that afternoon, he suddenly collapsed while walking through the maize fields. The village healer tried everything, but Obioma slipped away. His final words, a faint whisper to Ebube, "Remember me in your dreams, my child. We shall speak again." The village mourned Obioma, but no one grieved like Ebube. Her world, once vibrant, now seemed hollow and grey. She refused to accept her father was truly gone. He said, "We'll speak again," she insisted to her mother, Oluchi, who tried in vain to comfort her. Night after night, Ebube would sit outside their hut, staring at the stars and telling her father to visit her dreams. When weeks passed with no sign of him, her sorrow deepened. Months turned into years, and Ebube's longing for her father turned into a consuming obsession. The once cheerful girl became withdrawn, often wandering into the forest to meditate under her father's favorite baobab tree. Villagers whispered that she spoke to the wind as though it carried her father's voice. "She's grieving too long," they said, shaking their heads. One night, overcome with desperation, Ebube sought out an elderly woman named Mama Chike, who lived on the outskirts of the village. Known for her deep knowledge of the spirit realm, Mama Chike listened as Ebube poured out her heart. "I need to see him just once more," Ebube begged. The old woman warned her, "To reach the dream world where the spirits dwell is no small task. It requires a price, sometimes more than one you can pay. Be careful what you seek, for the path to the other side is filled with danger." Ignoring the warning, Ebube begged Mama Chike for guidance. Mama Chike reluctantly agreed and told her to hold a property or something that used to belong to her father. She should take this object to sleep. She also warned her, "Remember, child," Mama Chike said with a piercing look. "Once you enter the world of dreams, you must not insist on seeing him. Even if you do, do not go near. You no longer belong to the same realm as him. If you stay there for too long, you will find it difficult to return." On the night of the new moon, Ebube prepared herself to see her father. In her father's room, she found a shirt he loved wearing and took it to her room. She put it under her pillow as Mama Chike had told her. Soon, she fell asleep, and not too long after that, a strange wind arose, swirling around her head as the world blurred and shifted. Suddenly, Ebube found herself standing in an endless field, bathed with golden light. Obioma appeared, standing beside her. Soon, she turned around and saw him. She was surprised because he still looked the same as she remembered. "Ebube, my lovely child," Obioma said, his voice rich with love and sorrow. "You should not have come here. This is not your time." Ebube, forgetting what she was told by Mama Chike, immediately hugged her father, tears streaming down her face. She said, "Papa, I can't let you go. I need you," she cried. Obioma hugged her gently and said, "I am always with you, in your heart, in your thoughts, in your dreams, but this is not where you belong. You must go back and live your life." As they spoke, a shadowy figure emerged in the distance, watching them. Obioma's expression darkened. "Ebube, you have stayed too long. The spirits are aware of your presence." Suddenly, the field began to change. The golden light dimmed, replaced by a scary fog. The ground beneath her feet trembled, and ghostly whispers filled the air. Ebube tried to cling to her father, but he began to fade and shift from her. He said, "Go, Ebube, wake up before it's too late." Ebube struggled to leave the dream realm. She ran through the misty field, calling for her father, as the whispers turned into a deafening roar. Dark clawed hands reached out of the ground, gasping for her legs. Ebube screamed, her breath coming in heavy gasps as she fought to free herself. In the waking world, her mother found her on the bed in the morning, unconscious and unresponsive. Filled with fear, she summoned Mama Chike. The old seer arrived immediately. Her face grew sad as she examined Ebube. "She is caught between worlds," she told Oluchi. "If she doesn't return soon, her spirit may never come back." Oluchi watched anxiously as Mama Chike prepared some ancient herbs and roots, which she would use to revive Ebube. Basically, it was not possible to revive Ebube, but it was possible to help her find her way home. Therefore, Mama Chike explained, "This concoction that I have prepared here will help anchor her spirit. But in order to bring her back fully, she must choose to return by herself. This is a fight only she can win." Oluchi did not know how to feel about the whole situation, and so she went out of the room, and before she knew what was happening, tears began to run down her face. Her heart was very heavy with fear. When she came back inside, the old seer rested a hand on Ebube's chest and said, "I have done all I can. Now we must wait and pray. She is in the hands of the spirits." In the dream realm, Ebube was surrounded by an endless grey fog. Her legs felt heavy, and the whispers from the shadows seemed to grow louder, more insistent. They spoke of her father, beckoning her deeper into the unknown. But her father's final warning echoed in her head. "You have stayed too long, Ebube. Wake up." Just as she began to lose hope, a faint golden light appeared in the distance, a thread of warmth amidst the cold despair. Driven by the glimmer, Ebube forced herself forward, fighting against the weight of the shadows. Each step felt harder than the last, but the thought of her mother, her village, and the life her father had wanted for her gave her strength. As she moved closer, a familiar figure emerged from the light. It was Obioma, but he was different this time. Not the warm, smiling man she had known, but a solemn figure. His face was lined with sorrow. Ebube asked, "Why are you here again, Papa?" She was getting tired from running. Obioma gazed at her with piercing eyes. "Because your soul is now bound to me. The spirits see this as an opportunity to claim you. You have one last chance, Ebube. If you stay here any longer, they will trap you.
Is that what you truly want?" Her heart ached as she answered, "No, but I just wanted to feel close to you again. I miss you so much, Baba." He smiled softly. "I know, my child, but I have given you all that you need. The strength to carry on is already within you. Trust that I will always be part of your journey."
As Ebube turned towards the golden light, ready to find her way back, the shadows drew closer to her. They hissed and called to her, their voice echoing in her ears. "Please do not leave. Your grief feeds us. Stay and we will give you more than just memories. We can bring him back." Ebube stopped for a moment, tempted by their offer. Could they really bring her father back? She turned back to her father, Obioma, but he was already fading. The figures extended their ghostly hands, offering her the illusion of her father. She wanted to reach out, but just in one moment, she heard her father's voice in the clouds, shouting, "No, Ebube, fight them. Fight them, my daughter. You are stronger than this. Remember your mother is waiting for you. Remember your mother. You have to go." At this point, Obioma had already vanished. Her vision blurred as the golden light became brighter, tearing through the fog. Ebube started to summon courage. Her body burned with effort. She focused all her energy on the light and her father's voice. Her father's voice became like a beacon that is supposed to guide her home. At this point, she now wanted to return back. She had thought seeing her father would mean that everything will return back to normal for her, but she was wrong. It had gotten her into more trouble, and she could only hope and pray that she escapes this particular situation.
In the waking world, Mama Chike and her mother Oluchi watched her struggle manifest in the physical form. Her eyes were tightly closed, her temperature was rising, and so to help her, Mama Chike and her mother held her hands while muttering prayers, hoping that this would be able to guide their daughter back. And when her mother could not bear it any longer, she ignored Mama Chike's warnings and held her daughter on the chest. She stayed beside her daughter and placed her hands on her chest. "Ebube," she called, her voice cracking, "come back to me. Please, my child, I cannot lose you." Mama Chike could not stop her at this moment because she understood what she was passing through, for she too was a mother. As if responding to her mother's voice, Ebube's convulsions slowed down. Her breathing grew stronger but remained steady. Something told Oluchi that her daughter was fighting to return. Something in her told her her daughter was really fighting to get back to her. And as her mother, the only thing she could do was help her and pray for her to come back. In the dream world, Ebube's strength grew weaker as the shadows chased her, trying to drag her deeper into the abyss. The golden light flickered, dimming as doubt filled her heart. The voices grew louder. "Stay with us. We will reunite you with him forever. The living world has nothing for you." But then, through the fog, her mother's voice broke through. "Ebube, come back to me. It is your mother calling. Please, my child, you are my everything. I cannot lose you like I lost your father." This voice was like a beacon, piercing through the darkness and reminding Ebube of her purpose. Her father's words echoed once more. "You have all you need within you." She summoned every single last bit of courage she had in her and shouted, "I will not stay. My life is in the living world, and I will honor my father. I will live my life." With that, she searched for an escape door, and when she saw one, she ran with all her might. As she got closer to the door, a light shone on her, and soon she disappeared into the light. With a gasp, Ebube's eyes flew open. She found herself being held tightly by her mother, tears on her face. "Mama," Ebube stammered. Her voice was weak but steady. Oluchi hugged her tightly, sobbing in relief. "You came back. Oh, thank the spirits. You came back to me." Mama Chike let out a deep sigh. She was smiling, saying, "You are strong, my child. Few would have fought their way back home. Many would not recognize that they are gone already. But you are the daughter of your mother. You found your way back home." Ebube was extremely exhausted, but she felt a deep sense of peace for the first time in years. "I saw him, Mama. Papa told me that I have to leave, that he is always with me. He told me to come back to you." Her mother held her and said, "Yes, I know, my dear. Your father is always watching over us. You don't have to go and join him there. It is not your time. At the proper time, we will all be together." The villagers gathered outside their huts in silence, lighting fires for Ebube's return. That night, under the stars her father had loved so much, Ebube made a vow. "I will carry all the lessons that my father has taught me in my heart, and I will make him proud. My life will be the legacy that he always dreamed of." Over time, Ebube transformed. She threw herself into helping her mother and their village, teaching the stories that her father had told her to the children and healing with the knowledge he had passed down. Though she missed Obioma, her father, every day, but her grief no longer consumed her. Instead, it became a quiet, comforting reminder of the love they had shared. Ebube often visited her father's resting place, but no longer to grieve. She went to give thanks to her father, to the good spirits that led her home that day. She also went to give thanks for the life that she still had, also reminding herself to make the best of it while she could.